not too much happening on Metal Gear Informer. Not too much news happening at MGO.
No.
But we're going to squeeze the heck out of whatever we can.
Yes. But before you start,
yes,
we do have some good news in Metal Gear Informer.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Please inform us.
I will inform all of you guys.
Yes.
Metal Gear Informer is now partnered with us.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, I totally...
Did you forget?
Yeah. I was so excited, I caused myself to forget.
It's okay.
Because I wanted to be excited for the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Metal Gear Informer is now partnered with Under the Cardboard Box podcast.
Yes. They contacted us and said, hey, what if we put your link in our website? And we were just like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? Like, Metal Gear Informer does some amazing work. I know you and I both, if I can speak for both of us, we enjoy their articles. We enjoy what they have to say.
Yeah. Back then, they started off, I think, around Metal Gear Solid 2 or so. I remember going to their website and just, they obviously, it's like a, Game Informer, right? They obviously got the inspiration from that. But Metal Gear Informer has been around for a long time, and they've always been consistent all these years.
Yes.
They've never missed a beat. I'm not sure. It's a group of guys that work there. I think I know they're not in the US, but they work diligently to get this news out as a main news source. You get kind of convoluted with all these other news segments like IGN and Polygon and Kotaku and stuff, because they talk about all these other stuff.
They're generalized.
Exactly.
And if you're looking at the video, I'm just like, I just generalized by like flapping my arms right now.
Now I just held his hand.
Stop. What?
If you're watching the video,
don't watch the video anymore. Don't go to YouTube. Stop.
Rumi's over there crying. He's dying.
Back to Metal Gear Informer.
They've been out for a long time, and they've been always consistently bringing that out as a general Metal Gear source for us. I thank them.
And Hyro is receiving a phone call.
I am. That's all right.
During the show.
I'm getting a FaceTime.
A FaceTime.
What? This is it,
when did this happen?
Gentlemen,
when
it's a
did this happen? When did the FaceTime happen?
I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah, it's your fiance.
That's it. Here we go. It's my fiance.
Why are you on our show?
We are currently recording, guys, as you can see.
And you're always... Why? Hi.
We're recording... As you can see, we're recording over there. Hi.
Put her to the... She looks like she's crying. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. She just has this weird face. Hey, that's Arnaldo's brother, Rumi.
We can't hear her.
That's Arnaldo's brother, Rumi.
Put her on the mic.
Put her on the mic. Go ahead, babe. Talk.
Just wanted to say that I love you. Bye.
Oh, thanks. That's for all our fans there. I'm gonna have to let you go because I'm recording right now.
By the way, Adelise, how could you? I saw what you did on Facebook. That's messed up.
You liked my thing, but you didn't like his post.
I didn't. No, yeah, I did it on purpose. I hope he noticed.
Yes. Yes.
All right, babe.
Story of my life.
Bye, guys.
All right, I love you. Bye.
Bye, Adelise. We love Adelise.
Yes.
She's the only reason I still hang out with you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Her company is just comforting.
It's better than mine.
Yes. Woof. I wish she was my co-host.
Can you imagine?
Like,
all right, come up.
Well, let's do it. You're like speechless.
Yeah.
Okay, but
so
we both digressed right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
But just entirely, they've been great.
Yes.
And now you can find our link. If you scroll down a lot, you can find
it right on the bottom of the page.
Under the Cardboard Box, and it'll direct you straight to our Twitter. Please follow us there. It'll mean a lot to us.
Yes, it does. And we want to remind you that you guys are not just a number. You're your teammate. You're a comrade. You're partners with us. Okay.
Yes.
So spread the news. But let's get back to the news.
Let's do it.
So, Metal Gear Online class parameters and upcoming random BGM background music feature discussed. Now, this is the Designer Notes Volume 18.
Yeah.
If you voted, which we'll do it in the next segment, we'll get to it there. We asked you if you are getting or have gotten the new DLC Cloaked in Silence. If you've played it, send us an email. underthecardboardbox@gmail.com. Let us know your experience. We want to know about it. We'll read it on here, and we'll also talk about it during the Codec conversation tonight about what we thought about the Cloaked in Silence. Back to the designer notes. So we have here a couple of breakdowns, a couple of upgrades. It seems like they're really distinguishing each class right now between the Enforcer, the Infiltrator, and the Scout. They're really kind of breaking down what they have, their strengths, their weaknesses. For instance, you can check it out here. Of course, the Scout is kind of is the mediator between the Enforcer and the Infiltrator. The Scout right now, the strength of it is his strength, and by strength we mean the damage that is applied with when it's lethal. It's like lethal damage.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just gonna say the strength for now. You can check out more at MetalGearInformer.com, but the strength for the Scout is about 1,150 points, while the Enforcer, it deals a 1,400 point damage, and the Infiltrator is the weakest at a 900 point damage. So there you go. They also have strength recovery and stamina recovery, and noise offset. Noise offset is actually my most intriguing one. Now let me explain what that is. Noise offset is basically, you know how when you're running or you make any kind of noise on the radar and it kind of like indicates it? Okay, so the noise offset is basically the indicator of how far your noise goes. And I'll give an example of that. If you're an Infiltrator...
Tips with Arnoldo.
It's coming back soon. If you're an Infiltrator and you're running on the map and stuff like that, they won't notice the noise on the map, on the radar, till you're really close. But if you're an Enforcer, I'm just going from one extreme to another, they can pick up your noise sooner. Like they'll see the red on the map because you make much more noise. You're a heavier character. So that's the noise offset.
That's good. When you're as an Infiltrator, I like playing with stealth, but I like having that knowledge that, hey, this person can't physically hear me or see me on the radar coming in a better offset.
Yeah, so unless you get really, really close.
Exactly. Yeah. So it gives you an advantage in that aspect.
It does. It helps you to better strategize. You know when to stop. You can kind of get a feel of when to stop running.
Yep.
Unlike Enforcer, he might have to go in a little slower. But they're pretty powerful indeed already. Other things that they're applying is, as I've said, the background music, the random background music. As a matter of fact, it's a choice in which now you don't have like a solid song. That was one thing I didn't like.
Gets a little annoying. It
does. But but in Part 4 you could always change it.
Yeah.
When I was playing Part 4, you could always change your weapon set and then your song.
The music. Yep.
All right. I'm okay. I understand not being able to switch the class, like an Enforcer, Infiltrator, or whatever. I understand.
Which fine. I'm hoping that you can.
Maybe there'll be a game mode for that. Maybe like there'll be a setting.
Yeah.
That'll let you do it or let you not do it. But I can understand why, because it's just like, okay, you went in with that. That's what you're going in.
Stick with it.
Stick with it. Make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Have I wanted to change? Yes. But now you've got random background music. So you make this option, and while you're playing, different songs will come on.
It's good.
So from the list, of course.
Yeah.
And if you've played the new DLC, you've seen the new background music that has come on.
Yeah, we debuted it Thursday.
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry, Tuesday.
Yes, yes, the 15th. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. We were there for hours.
Yes, you were there.
Yes. Like 10, 11 hours. Whoever came through, thanks a lot for coming in. Sam Haven, you always come through.
Yeah.
He's one of the people that just always talks to me. It was great to see you guys. And just great to see what you guys had to say. But moving on. Now, the next piece of news is... And now, before I get into this, let me say the title first, and then I'll say what I have to say. Here's a picture. Here's a picture of the cassette tape included with MGS5, The Lost Tapes soundtrack, CD limited edition. Now, Heido Martinez.
Yes.
Has informed me today. Go ahead, tell the people what you've informed.
I bought the
Me
disc.
today. You bought the limited edition.
I brought the limited edition.
And how much was it? Did you pay really?
Rumi,
what are you doing? Rumi, what are you doing?
30. I paid $33. I think 35, something like that.
$35.
Yes,
How many tracks are in it again?
a lot.
Like 120 something, 122 or something like that. I forget.
A lot.
It's a lot of music.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to be taking it from you.
Okay, and then you just give it right back.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well, it also, the beauty about it is that, as you can see there, it comes with tape. So
Yes.
for those young listeners out there, if you don't know what a tape is, it's a cassette tape. It's something that
It's
has,
what you collect in the game.
Yes, exactly. Yes, there you go. It's what you collect in the, I was going to try to explain this to these
you're
kids. Like,
it's a cassette.
yeah.
Really?
It makes me excited because I grew up with that. You know,
Yes.
I grew up with cassette tapes, listening to them. That's all I
Recording
had.
songs, yeah.
Exactly. So, fun fact, I actually started recording like that with a tape. So I actually had to, I recorded the music, right? And I actually took the tape and, there's a string inside, like kind of like a film, looks like a film, and you pull it. And actually at that time, you pass it through a recorder and you hear what's happening. So, and then you actually cut it, like physically cut it with a scissor. It's really humbling to me when I'm using programs like Pro Tools and I'm actually cutting the song in like seconds and stuff, So, it's cool. I like collecting stuff like that, especially if it's Metal Gear. I've told you this before, I'm not much of a collector or anything like that, but if I were to be, it'll be just stuff for Metal Gear Solid. And this is something, if you're a fan or a music fan as well, this would be cool, especially for someone that probably grew up in the 80s, 90s and stuff, where they can see the cassette tape. And it actually works. So I have a cassette player and I'm going to play it and stuff. And, just for fun.
You're going to run around like you have it on your iDroid or something?
On the iDroid, yeah. So,
okay.
The Walkman.
The Walkman.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, you can go on Metal Gear Informer and you can check out what it looks like. You can check out our picture here. If you're listening, head to our YouTube channel and you can see the picture of it there. It looks pretty legit. It looks like one of the tapes from the game. If you played the ending, it looks just like the tape that you pop into the recorder before you hear a familiar voice.
Those were those early Sony, well, not early, but 80s Sony cassette tapes. They had the green tape and the green lining on the top of the sticker that it came with.
Side A and side B.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too.
So for those young listeners, after a certain time, think of Metal Gear Solid, the original, or Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, where you had to switch the disc to go on to the next chapter or the next segment of the game. Cassette tapes work just like that by A and B.
Yes. Yeah, because it's not like disc nowadays or Blu-rays where everything just fits in one side. And like my brother Rumi was saying in the beginning when he was saying, "Oh wait, didn't Metal Gear have 2 discs?"
Yeah.
That's because Blu-rays didn't exist.
Right.
Back in those days if you weren't around for Metal Gear 1.
Yeah.
That is it for the news.
That's it.
No Hideo Kojima news. He's been hidden. Hideo.
Yeah, he's hasn't said anything. He's been retweeting some stuff. He retweeted his Hideo Tube, pushing it out and stuff. He said that they had the English subs out and ready to go, so you can check it out at Hideo Tube on YouTube. But not much Hideo Kojima news. He's pretty silent.
Yeah. Well, we're anticipating what he might do. Do you want to tell the fans what we received? The email about a certain trip?
Yes. So it was a phone call.
It was a phone call.
Yes,
Sorry.
it was a phone call.
But we're in cahoots. We're in emails now, right?
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. You can email us at underthecardboardbox@gmail.com.
Please do. I'm looking right into the camera. Sincerity. Both of us right now. Yeah.
So got a call that we can go to Comic-Con this year.
We've been invited.
Yes, we've been invited to go to Comic-Con. And we can interview developers of Metal Gear and Konami.
Yeah, I believe he said it was 2 developers from the actual Metal Gear game.
Yes.
And 1 developer from Konami.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So let's see. We definitely want to make it out there. Something that we need is your support for sure.
We do. We're going to be straightforward and honest. We cannot move forward without your support.
Yeah.
We will, and we want to. Hideo says it all the time during our practices, and we want to be able to fully say it one day. But he says you're listening to Under the Cardboard Box podcast, the world's #1 Metal Gear Solid podcast. We want to be that one day,
Of course.
but we can't get there alone.
No.
We can't even, like, all this motivation was because, man, Heido's heart was, there is a Metal Gear fan base that's not touched.
Yeah.
And we were part of that Metal Gear fan base, and we had the technology. We can rebuild him.
And something I want to touch upon, and it's a good thing that we're bringing it up in the news. There's certain things happening in the news media now. Tuesday was the day where Cloaked in Silence came out. Us as Metal Gear fans, we will know that. But to the mass media, it wasn't even on any resource media at all. And that's a problem. I think people have been burned out by Hideo Kojima not being in the game anymore and Konami and stuff. So they're just like, whatever. But literally, it wasn't anywhere. I tried looking for it on IGN, Cloaked in Silence, whatever. No article, no video, nothing about it. The Division came out that day. So that was probably like the highest priority and stuff.
Right,
so,
because it was so hyped up, yeah.
Exactly. And then PlayStation 4, I don't know if you heard this, but they're planning, it's still a rumor, but they're planning to make a 4K compatible PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4.5, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. So people, they're not really concerned about Metal Gear right now.
Right.
To the mass media.
Metal Gear is kind of like in the middle of the ruckus right now.
Exactly. This trip will allow us to ask those questions and get those informations that you guys want to hear. Everyone that listens to the show, you're a Metal Gear Solid fan. You are part of UCBP. And we want to get you the information that you want to hear by talking to these developers, talking to these people that have made the game. Like we said again and again and again before, we've said that not everyone in Konami is a bad guy. These guys they worked hard to make this game, of course, the game that we love to play. Some of them have been there for years, right? So we want to go out there to Comic-Con and we want to bring you the news. We want to say, hey, we're bringing in the news live from Comic-Con and stuff. Yep. We need your support, though.
We need a Metal Gear force out there.
Yep.
And we can't, obviously, all of UCBP, all of you guys obviously can't come, although we would love for that. But we want to go as your representatives.
No one's covering it.
No one's covering it. So please, guys, consider supporting us because we'll be honest. You can be honest.
Yeah.
It's an expensive trip.
Of course.
It's a very expensive trip, and we're not in the position at all. Like, Heido and I were talking about it, and the way that he told me was just like, when he told me, we were both excited, but the one we weren't even questioning, what are we going to ask? What would we say? And stuff like that. The question was, okay, so how do we get there?
Yeah.
It's in California, San Diego. We're in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough.
It is.
It's tough. Especially now that I don't have a car. Because that would have been one way. We could have, whatever, we could have drove. But it's just not happening.
Yeah.
But back to it. So guys, thanks for hearing us banter. Thanks for tuning in. But we do plead with you to help us grow.
Yeah.
Help us grow. You're great. If you're following us on Twitter, you're awesome. If you're following us on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, you're doing so much. You're doing so much. We just have to push a little more.
Yeah. Support us on Patreon/UCBP podcast.
UCBP podcast.